are surrounded by water, driven by fitness, and our mission is underscored with a burning desire for self-improvement. You may start as a journeyman, but you will finish as a champion. The voyage will challenge every fiber of your mental and physical abilities. We trust we can allure your curiosity to join us for the Royal 5K, Destination St. Maarten. Our Royal 5K journey to St. Maarten takes place on board Royal Caribbean's Allure of the Seas, the largest cruise ship in the world, measuring 1/5 of a mile long with 16 decks accommodating 5,000 guests, providing a sensory overload of diverse activities for the entire family. Stroll along the boardwalk and ride a full-sized carousel, Broadway shows, nightclub entertainment. This is the setting for our journey to paradise. Originating from Fort Lauderdale, we're at sea east of the Bahamas. It's a mild 68 degrees, the winds are kicking up 28 to 33 knots, and the seas are cresting at around 13 feet. Our competitors are enthusiastic, they are ready to learn, so let's meet our mentors for the journey.
My senior year in college, I started to run twice a day and got good enough to win the national championships at 10,000 meters. So I said, well, there's something here. So I took the next 2 years and trained 20 miles a day, made the Olympic team. I focused totally on that. I was just following this curve that was going up. It wasn't like I thought I was going to win the Olympic Games. It was, okay, I'm getting better and better and better. Let's just see where it stops.
A little bit over 33 years ago, I just went out to run 1 mile just to get in shape to do other sports, and I fell in love with distance running. My older brother George challenged me to a road race, and I was like, I'll kill you on a road race. But when he beat me that day, that lit a fire, and then I just continued on for the next 33 plus years and literally have run races all over the world.
The person who originally got me into running track was my middle school PE coach. And it came pretty naturally to me. While at college at Indiana, I won 2 Big Ten titles, and in 2004 I won the NCAA indoor title in the mile. After graduating, I got to compete all over the world, a lot in Europe and in the US. Towards the end, I started to come up with some injuries, so I was doing a lot of swimming and a lot of cycling to stay in shape. During that process, I kind of got into doing triathlons for fun, and that's where my duathlon career kind of started.
Preparations are underway with the Basic Training Beginners Seminar. The mentors leading the session on the importance of stretching and flexibility, essential for an athlete of any standard before training or competition to get the best out of their performance. Next up, form drills. These dynamic exercises helping to teach the correct and most efficient form for running. Lunge drills helping to increase the length of the runner's stride. And our mentors have, of course, got the runners jogging, laps of the basketball court, putting what they've learned into action and developing their fitness as they do it. Well, we are docked in Great Bay, Phillipsburg, St. Maarten. It's 79 degrees, a great temperature for 5K road racing. However, the winds are a bit strong at 16 knots. Let's take a look at the course. It is essentially an out and back 5K loop. The terrain is flat and the circuit hugs the coastline, utilizing the boardwalk right here on the Great Bay.
3, 2, 1.
And the race is underway, the inaugural Royal 5K in St. Maarten. No more preparation time, this is their moment of truth. During our coverage of this Royal 5K, we will showcase analysis from our mentors, and Bart Yasso has convinced me that this Royal 5K road course presents opportunity for our competitors.
The course is an out and back course, which I also think is an advantage for people, because they'll see those leaders come back. Makes the runner not only a runner, but also a spectator at the same time in these out and back courses. So I think that's going to be beneficial to everyone, the lead runners and what we call the back of the pack running group.
Caroline Walsh up there running with the lead pack of men, which include number 63, Stephen Rutgers, Royal Caribbean President Adam Goldstein, and number 123 there, Renee Carrion. Frank Shorter, our Olympic champion, advises us to find a running companion to help us over the distance.
The first thing we talk about is running at a conversational pace, so you can carry on a conversation. If you do that, then you're getting in enough oxygen, you're at a state of equilibrium, and you're not going into what's called oxygen debt, where you don't get enough oxygen, you build up the lactic acid in your muscles, which causes them to tighten up, and you slow down.
Well, our current leaders are not slowing down. Rutgers, Carrion, Goldstein, and Caroline still up there, all maintaining a strong pace with the help of our own Sean Jefferson. Stephen Rutgers looking strong there, still leading the group. Sean Jefferson, our mentor, doing a great job there with the pacing, an elite triathlete as well as a runner. And we're reaching the halfway point. Our lead group is still pretty much intact. 2.5 kilometers to go. No signs of wear and tear on our leaders just yet. Runners need to set goals for themselves during a race, but according to Frank Shorter, those goals need not complicate things.
In this 5K race, the goal is to simply finish and run with what we call perceived effort. Run with the effort that you think you would have to take running in optimum conditions at home, and don't worry what the times are when they tell you each mile.
Dennis Furia, part of the main group, now crossing the halfway point. Looks like he's paced himself well. The lead pack is beginning to stretch out now. Caroline Walsh mounting a challenge to reach back up to the leader. And it's Stephen Rutgers who's broken away from the pack, looking like he could become our Royal 5K champion. The conclusion of our Royal 5K from St. Maarten in just a moment. We're back for the conclusion of the Royal 5K in St. Maarten. Stephen Rutgers stretching out the lead. He has separated himself from the pack. Our racers on the return loop there looking good as we see Thomas Brand showing his marathon experience. Bart Yasso, who's helped mentor our runners, believes that a 5K is not just a race, but a form of training.
A lot of people don't like to go to a track and do a speed workout, and they use these 5Ks as speed workouts or build-ups to half marathons or marathons. And then there's a lot of people, like we have on the ship, they're going to use this 5K as their springboard into the sport of running, doing their first race, and so it's a combo of everything. And 5K is one of those, that 3.1 miles is pretty doable for almost everybody, so it's a great way to start.
Arlene Baxter in good spirits there for the over 70s. Stephen Rutgers, our leader, is entering the harbour terminal area, approaching the finish line. Sean Jefferson by his side, pacing him. With under 100 metres to go, it's looking like Stephen Rutgers is going to be our winner. And he finishes in first place in 17 minutes and 46 seconds. An excellent pace there of 5 minutes and 44 per mile. The majority of our runners entering the harbour terminal now. The Royal Caribbean team there, Ryan Grunbach and Benjamin Loris finishing a strong second and third, and Adam Goldstein, our CEO of Royal Caribbean, finishing in 18:12. Caroline Walsh, the top overall female, 18 minutes 20, a 5:55 pace. Sprinting to the line, David Money Smith in a time of 20:13. Adam Goldstein recovering from his 4th place finish, and it's John Webber with a time of 23:48. David Money Smith looking pleased with his run. That was a 6:13 pace per mile. Thomas Brand finishing in 24:48. A good effort.
Very well organized. Nice fun run on the morning like this.
And it's a sprint finish from Dennis Furia. First time runner there, finishing in a commendable 26:23. An excellent effort there from Fran Lebaski, finishing in a time of 30:45.
I really didn't expect to run really that fast at all or win. This is pretty cool.
I would have never expected this experience. I mean, we took it on a whim. It's been the best cruise I've ever taken.
I was afraid I might come crawling in. I'm really glad I kept relatively near what I used to run.
It's been a great experience. Learned a lot, and it's motivated me to do stuff every day here on the ship.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, it was fun.
The results of the Royal 5K are official. Stephen Rutgers grabbed the men's title and Caroline Walsh clinched the women's 5K overall, as well as the mile world record at sea. And so one royal journey has come to an end. Our competitors have shown courage, spirit and endurance, setting the first mile world record on a cruise ship and securing the title of fastest man and woman at sea. And we've left footprints in the sands of St. Maarten, crowning a champion for the inaugural Royal 5K. For Annette Raveneau, I'm Jo Ankia. Goodbye for now.